It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace. Have the best day ever adventuring through the rainforest at the Butterfly Palace. And Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
And good morning. It is Tuesday. I was just yawning. I don't know if you heard me or not, but I'm tired.
I wasn't going to say anything because I wasn't convinced that they heard it, but maybe they did.
Well, I don't know. I did it and I realized we were on. So sorry about that. But let's do some news.
I have a pep in my step, meanwhile. City Utilities is telling customers to expect their heating bill to go down this winter. That's exciting, right? CU says that's because natural gas prices are down, as well as fuel costs for electricity. In fact, even though CU raised water rates by 5% starting this month, the utility is predicting that overall bills will be down this winter for customers who get their electricity, natural gas, and water from CU. That's awesome. I love that. All right. The state of Missouri is giving out $2.5 million to help county jails with the mental health care of inmates. Greene County will get $500,000 out of that $2.5 million. The funding comes from a law that legislators passed this summer that pointed out the problem of mental health in the criminal justice system and earmarked money to cover services.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a big problem. So as best we can address it, the better off society will be, I think. Mercy Hospital Joplin is celebrating its 300th patient to undergo a procedure to implant a stroke prevention device. 73-year-old man recently had a surgical implant of a device they call the Watchman. It is a treatment option for mostly elderly patients with atrial fibrillation who've been prescribed blood thinners but are having problems with those drugs. This Watchman prevents the formation of blood clots in the heart that can lead to strokes and heart attacks. So pretty cool. They just put in their 300th one of those.
Yeah, that's really fascinating.
And celebrated it, yeah. Baptist Bible College Athletics is joining the NAIA. The BBC Patriots will join in the 2024-25 school year. Baptist Bible College enrolls about 250 students on campus on Kearney Street there and offers men's and women's soccer, basketball, and golf, as well as baseball, volleyball, and cross country.
All right. That's cool. The Missouri Department of Revenue is looking for the next organization to run a license office on Battlefield Road. The department is opening bids and asking for proposals because the contract for the current operator is expiring soon. The Battlefield Plaza office is currently operated by a St. Louis area company that runs 8 license offices around the state. All right, starting on April 1st, fast food workers in California must be paid a minimum of $20 per hour. That's amazing. $20 per hour for fast food workers in California starting on April Fools, although it is no joke. This is the highest rate of pay in the industry. California's minimum wage for all other state workers is at $15.50 per hour.
You know, I mean, that sounds great for the workers, but here's what happens is that the business has to make money and they have to make a certain percentage of profit, right? So what happens whenever they have to pay people outrageous amounts of money?
We went through this in Missouri whenever minimum wage was raised. And I can remember interviewing business owners who were very concerned to be able to pay it. And they did have to let people go in order to, I remember doing stories about this very thing.
Well, it's common sense. The business has to make a certain amount of money. That's why they're in business. So if to do that, they're either going to have to let go workers and lower what they're paying out, or they have to raise the prices on what everybody buys. So now, and we're seeing it, you can't get a fast food meal deal for less than $10 now, basically. And so now, yes, the minimum wage worker is making more, but everything they buy is costing more. So is there a difference? I don't know that they feel a difference, because just to go get a lunch at a fast food place where they work costs more than ever. So I don't know. I don't like the mandated that high. And I feel like it raises prices without truly helping people. And I mean, on top of this, I think the minimum wage is not the job that you're supposed to have as a career. It's just not. It's for starting out. So you start out, you get that job, and then you work your way up. Eventually, you work hard, you become a manager, you get education, you go somewhere else and work. It wasn't intended to be the wage that is a livable wage. It's a wage for college kids and for retirees who are just doing something in their spare time to make some money. So I don't know. I don't think.
I mean, skills training is awesome, and there's so much of that in the Springfield area specifically. The Missouri Job Center is incredible to hook you up with skills training.
Yeah. Well, and there are lots of industries where welders and plumbers, and there are things that you can get into.
I know the president of the labor union; he'll put you to work too.
Well,
seriously,
and those are great careers that'll make you a lot of money long term. So anyway, people hear that and are like, oh wow, but it's not I don't think it's a good deal. I don't think it's a good deal. All right. Anyway, this is interesting. We'll see what happens in the future of the United States, because England is now moving to ban cell phone use at all schools across the country, and like all cell phone use, even during break times, recess and stuff. Kids can't be on a phone at all. The education department says it's to tackle disruptive behavior and online bullying while boosting attention during lessons. It follows other countries that have already implemented a similar ban, including France, Italy, Portugal. And it follows warnings from the United Nations on the risks of smartphones in schools, and government data that found almost a third of secondary school pupils reported mobile phones being used when they were not supposed to be on at all or during lessons. So it's a problem for a third of the kids.
I bet that it won't only help with bullying and attention span, but I bet it helps in the long run with self-esteem, anxiety, depression. I bet it helps every single facet. So I bet that they are studying it, and I hope that they are, because I bet the studies will show in a few short years that it was beneficial all the way around.
Well, I think so too. I think American schools would be smart to do that, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Springfield's Thai Express is expanding with another location, but it is changing its name at the new location to Simply Thai. It's going to go in where Smith's used to be on Campbell, north of Battlefield. Signage is already up and the interior is being finished. It's expected to have a grand opening next month. More Thai Express locations are being planned as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Good for them. And good for the University of Missouri. The football team has climbed in the national rankings by 2 spots to land now at the number 21 team in the nation. They beat Vanderbilt over the weekend. They're now 5-0 on the season for the first time since 2013. The Tigers play number 23 LSU at home on Saturday. So
that'll be a good ball game.
A really good game, yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's now October, if you can believe that, October 3rd. Wow, that means it's time for pumpkin patches. The patch run by Covenant Presbyterian Church in Springfield is now open, located on Lone Pine, north of Battlefield. It's open every day except Wednesdays. Free to attend, and there are special events on Saturdays, including pumpkin painting, which is fun, a kids' costume contest, and watching It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. You can check out the patch at Covenant Presbyterian Church. Also, for the rest of the month, Silver Dollar City's Harvest Festival is underway. Always a good time. You can see the new artisans each week, as well as pumpkins in the city by night. It features thousands of illuminated pumpkins with non-scary fun for the whole family at SDC. It's been a few years, I think. Maybe it was last year, but I think
you went last year and talked. Yeah, I think you talked about how great the pumpkin stuff was.
It was pretty great. My sister got us tickets. I remember going with her. I just can't remember if it was last year or perhaps the year before.
Maybe so. But you were talking up the pumpkin stuff.
We were impressed. Cool. Yeah. Rachel and I were impressed. And she is the picture taker of the crew. So we have some cool pictures to boot.
Cool.
Actually, come to think of it, I think she just took the children. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I did not go and I got cool pictures from her sent to me of my kids in the pumpkins. Anywho.
I don't know. I remember you talking about the pumpkins.
Yeah, maybe I went. I don't know.
I think you went.
It's been a minute.
All right. Do we have a contest?
Yeah, always. Yes. If you go to aroundtheozarks.com, you can check it out. Just click on contest and you will see a contest there where you are guessing the score of the upcoming Kansas City Chiefs ball game. And whoever gets closest to the score without going over gets entered into a drawing to either win 2 tickets to a game at Arrowhead or a signed jersey.
Yeah,
both
cool.
good options. Both good options. But you can check that out at aroundtheozarks.com and you can enter to win.
And you don't have to have great football knowledge. You just guess the total of both teams, so you can guess an average of or look at the past scores and see around what that would be. Pick a number and see what happens.
Yes. It's like the Price is Right.
Don't go over.
Closest to the price without going over. All right. You guys have a great Tuesday. And you wish it was Wednesday. It's not. It's only Tuesday. And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Sounds good. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you are off to a great start on this Tuesday. It is October 3rd, and we have temperatures in the mid-60s to wake you up early this morning. It's going to be another hot one in the Ozarks, but this is likely the last hot summer-like day that we have this week. And temperatures are all downhill from here for the rest of the work week forecast. I've got some pretty wild changes in the upcoming days for you. So we're going to dive right in this morning. We're starting out very mild with temperatures in the mid-60s. Spoiler alert for the weekend forecast. By Saturday afternoon, we may not see a high temperature in the mid-60s. It's going to be a pretty crazy drop coming our way. Last hot day of the week, and I know many are looking forward to a break from these hot summer-like temperatures. Others have been soaking in the summertime, and now we are truly going to feel like fall as we head into the rest of the work week forecast. Today, though, mid to upper 80s in the forecast. I've got 86 going for the forecast in Springfield today. Winds, they'll be out of the south, a little bit stronger today because we are watching a cold front that's going to be moving through the Ozarks as we head into Wednesday. But ahead of that front, we see the winds pick up a little bit, and we'll see a south breeze today, 10 to 15 miles an hour. So a little bit breezy if you're going to be spending any time outdoors. Cold front and rain showers arrive tomorrow. They last through Thursday, too, and it looks like a pretty good chance for some nice little soaking downpours. I don't have much in the way of thunderstorm activity with this. I can't totally rule out some thunder or lightning, but I'm not thinking severe weather. I think for the most part, this is just going to be kind of the slow, steady rainfall. However, if you're back in our far southwestern counties, there's a chance that you get some heavy rain, and some models are indicating that 2 to 3 inches of rainfall will be possible when you add it up from Wednesday and Thursday. So a few places in the Ozarks looking at excessive rainfall amounts, other places looking more like slow and steady rain showers as that cold front approaches. Again, that doesn't get here until tomorrow. So we'll be in the heat today until it gets here. Rain chances. I want to talk about this a little bit because I have rain chances pretty much all day on Wednesday and Thursday. The best chance for rain, though, is likely going to come on Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. I think on Wednesday early in the day, it's going to be our western counties that have the best opportunity from rain. And then we go through the afternoon and evening hours. It's pretty widespread, straight up and down I-44. We'll still have some rain around on Thursday, but that's when it moves into our southeastern counties and begins to taper off from the northwest to the southeast. Chance for rain, though, looking pretty good each of those days. I think we all get a bit of rainfall out of this system, which is nice news. And locally heavy downpours are going to be possible with some of the issues that we had with heavy rain just last week. I do want to alert you all to that because you could be dealing with some high water in spots. And of course, if you see that, you got to find a different route around. The other headline that I have for you this morning is that the weekend looks chilly. Another cold front heading our way for Friday, and that one is going to knock our temperatures down big time. We will see high pressure move in for the weekend, which means sunshine in the weekend forecast, but it also means temperatures falling into the low 40s for overnight lows. That's where we start on Saturday morning. And because it's going to be so chilly, even the sunshine can't warm us up too much. We'll only be in the 60s for highs by the time the weekend rolls around. As we look at the outlook into October, we are talking about temperatures that are likely going to be on the warm side. However, rainfall may also be up just a little bit. That's kind of the extended outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. Conditions, 86 for the high temperature in Springfield today. I think we're going to step this down. I have mid 70s in the forecast for both Wednesday and Thursday. And then by the weekend, I've been advertising this 60s for highs. Around the country, storms for the central and southern plains today. It's all associated with the same cold front that's heading our direction for tomorrow. Moderate to heavy snowfall has also been happening out in the higher elevations in the Rockies. So gearing up for ski season out in the Rockies. And then we are also talking about temperatures that are going to get chilly this weekend. It's also starting to feel more like fall and winter because we have now seen our last 7 p.m. sunset until the springtime. Sadly, I know. I do hate that it gets dark so early. We are going to start seeing that sunset tonight, 6:54 p.m. So by 7:30, it's dark outside, which is nice. If you go to bed early, it's always hard to go to bed in the summertime when it's like 9 p.m. and still light outside. But I don't know, 6:54, that's a bit early. But that's what's coming for us as we head into this evening. All right, it is time for the Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. By the way, if you missed our big announcement yesterday, every single day you now have a chance to win $20 gift card to Scooters every single day. All you have to do is guess the answer to the Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question. You can do that over on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. There, we will get all the correct answers from the day, put them into a pool, and then randomly draw a winner every single day. So chances to win are pretty awesome. $20 to Scooters. That can keep you fueled all week long. All right, here is the question that I posed to you yesterday, coffee related, of course, about how many espresso beans are required to make one espresso. And the options were A, 22, B, 42, C, 60, or D, 80. And if you listened yesterday, my husband Joseph was on, and I let him take a stab at this question. And while I was asking this question, I said, so think the minimum number of beans that you need to like get one shot of espresso. So like, if you were like, I just need one, how many minimum would it take? He guessed B. And he is correct. B, 42 beans. If that's what you guessed, congratulations. I hope you submitted it over on the Around the Ozarks website, because if you did, you are now entered to win that drawing for a $20 Scooters gift card, which is a pretty awesome prize. By the way, for those of you that make coffee or are interested in this, enthusiast, I did look this up. There are many different answers because baristas have different opinions on how to make the perfect espresso. But this is from espressocoffeeguide.com. This is their answer, 42 beans to produce a single shot of espresso. Now you have it. I've also learned a lot about coffee and coffee making in this process. You first have to distinguish if you are thinking about coffee beans or espresso beans, I guess. The beans for making espresso are typically going to be the darker brewed. Some add different kinds of beans in their mix. I don't know. I don't get into the details. I just say, give me the coffee. And it takes 42 beans to do that, according to espressocoffeeguide.com. There you have it. All right. I will give you the brain twister question for tomorrow. Again, another chance to win a $20 gift card to Scooters Coffee. Thank you, Scooters. Here it is. What car sold more than 1 million units in 1965, setting a record that still stands today? Do you think it was A, the Pontiac GTO, B, the Ford Thunderbird, or C, the Chevrolet Impala? Let me know what you think. You can do that aroundtheozarks.com. You can find the link there. If you just comment on Facebook with your guess, you are not officially entered for the $20 gift card. So you got to make sure you go do it through the website. We have links to that on social media too. So find it there. Make sure you submit your answer, and you could win $20, which is pretty awesome. I hope everyone has a fantastic day and stays cool. Today, it's going to be one of the warm ones, 86 degrees. The 80s are gone starting tomorrow. So I guess enjoy them if that's your thing. Soak it up today. And I will chat with you again early tomorrow morning.